Hey everyone, it's Tavia just back again with another encouraging moment. I just want to come to you and talk about worship. When coming into the house of God, our hearts and mind shall already be prepared for worship. Before we even leave our homes, we should be ready and prepared for worship because that's where it starts. In our house, in our hearts, in our minds, before we even leave to come to the house of worship. When we come into the house of worship, as soon as we get there, we thank God for bringing us safely too. And when we get there, and if our burdens are still carrying, we should go to the altar and ask God to remove what is bothering us. But give God worship. No praise worship leader or no pastor or whoever is leading worship should not have to pump us up to worship God. We should not come into the house of worship with our heads hung low. We should not come into the house of worship with our minds elsewhere when we're supposed to come and worship God. Now, I too have done that in the past where I was like, okay, I'm here, but God knows my heart. But what if God was like that with us? Like, okay, I'm here, but I ain't get my worship from you today. But, we should come ready to serve. We should come ready to give God glory because that's where chains are broken. That's where miracles take place. That's where hearts are mended. That's where minds are regulated because we're giving God the worship that he deserves. The Bible says to worship God in spirit and in truth. And you can find that in John 4:24. That we should just come and worship him. The song that just dropped in my heart is Worship Him. Come, let us worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Worship him. Give him the honor. Give him the glory. Give him the praise. Come, let us worship the Lord. Let's give him the praise. Are we giving God praise? Or we're just sitting there like a hard brick? Because I don't want no rock crying out for me. I don't want to hear God say, did you worship me? When the praise leader said, give God praise, nobody should have to pump us up in the middle of a service so that the power of God can fall. But are we worshiping God? We're going to do other things all week long. But when it's time to worship God, we have this tired spirit. We have this spirit of, I don't feel like going into worship today. I don't feel like I don't want to. I have other things to do. But are we doing worship? We shouldn't just worship God in service on a Sunday or whenever you worship God, because there are some Sabbath keepers that worship God on a Saturday. But are we worshiping God in our homes? Are we worshiping God in our jobs? Are we worshiping God in our car so that people can see the light in us? Worship God, because again, that's where things happen. Like I said, miracle signs and wonders take place. So on today, let's worship God. You don't know what doors are opening. You don't know what God is going to do when you worship him. So let's worship God today. Let's give God our best. So let's not come back into the sanctuary another time with our heads hung low and our mouths shut and our hands in our coat pockets or in our pockets or on our side. Let's give God praise that he deserves, because he deserves the glory. He deserves the honor and he deserves the praise. So let's worship God on today. Let's have that worship on our lips. And let's give God what he's due. So again, this is Tavia. Thanks for listening. Stay encouraged. Command your day and be blessed. Bye.